corner. The debate corner.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be introducing a lady who's busting up TikTok right now. From with Leesh. I was looking through. You got some nice reviews going on there on some certain things. Give it up for Leesh, please. All right. Moving on. I want to introduce you to a guy that made me feel even smaller than I am. When he walked in, I was like, allow it. Like, we was originally going to have 5 people sat along here. He sat down and was like, okay, we're going to have 4 squeeze, yeah? Give it up for Jedi, please. Yeah, Speakonomics podcast, check it out. Next up, you know what, yeah. This lady here has got her own radio show, got her own podcast. Give it up for Nadz, please. Catch these guys out there. It's all on the socials at PP Promotions. Go and follow them all. They're all there. All right. Next up, the man them voice. Give it up for Chyna. Don't let me down, bro. And last but not least, this guy had me laughing during lockdown, especially, yeah. Elephant in the Room podcast. Could you give it up for Dizzle the comedian, please? Make some noise. So, that's our advocates. We are going to hit our advocates up with 6 questions over the course of the evening. We're going to have our music round, and we're going to have some fun along the way. What's going to happen is, I'm going to ask them a question. The advocates, by the way, advocates, we are going to go from you to you every round. We're not going to skip. I don't want to hear, well, it depends. I don't want to hear, I don't have an answer. I don't want to hear none of that. Get into character, sort yourselves out, be advocates, and give me an answer. Are we cool with that? Oh, we'll see. Okay? So that's what happens. They're going to give their answer. And then, by that stage, the audience, you're going to have your hearts. Layla, you got a heart yet? Sweet. You're going to put your hearts in the air because you want to share your opinion. At which point, after they've done their thing, I'll come out to you and you guys give your opinion. We run the mic out to them, right? And they'll give you your opinion. Are we cool with that so far? Are we sure? Okay. Question 1 is as follows. Question for all. Recently, a woman received a bit of a backlash on the socials for saying she was opening a woman-only gym. A safe space for women with no men training around them. What is your opinion on the all-female gym situation and the idea? Ladies, would you like an all-female gym? Gents, what's your take? Leesh, it's yours.
I think it's a good idea for those who feel uncomfortable. There is a lot of women who work out and feel uncomfortable because men might be like staring or admiring, should I say, what's going on as they're working out. So for them, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good thing. The backlash she received, I think, was unnecessary, considering how much the people who were complaining actually contributed to her gym. It wasn't warranted. But yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, I think is it that Natalie B girl? Is it the person that we're talking about? I think her gym. So I think the initial backlash wasn't actually about she was opening the gym. It was the fact that she had changed the fact that she said that it has to be for naturally born women. I think that's where the backlash actually. So I don't think. I, as a man, I don't have a problem with women having their own spaces or creating a gym. I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue was from the LGBTQ, namely the transgender community. They had the issue where they said that because she said that it's only for naturally born women, she retracted it, and that's where the backlash came from. So I don't actually have an issue with it, with a woman doing that. So yeah, I don't have a problem.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with Chai. The issue really came from, let's just be real, the Transformers and the pervy men at the end of the day, okay? Yeah, because more than likely,
Saying Optimus Prime had a problem,
I prefer to work outside. I don't really do the gym thing because I don't like people watching me sweat, yeah? But for those who don't mind it, go for it, do you know what I mean? I don't think people should have had an issue with her per se, but like I said, it wasn't like the average Joe didn't have an issue in it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we got the sisters, but let's be honest. This
Talk the thing, they talk it.
how many men want to be in a men-only gym?
Not me, bro.
So therefore, I got a problem because it's not about being pervy. It's just like we like to be around balanced energy. And to be honest, I've never had a problem with any woman working out. I've never made her feel away. And I think 99.9% of men are like that. There's just obviously society, we're highlighting the dickheads a lot. And I think it's social engineering, to be honest, men against women. So yeah, let's focus on women. Instead of overcoming what's going on in the gym, let's separate them. Just like, we have our own gym. Man, them don't want to be working out with just men in the gym. That's dead. It's kind of weird, still kind of Greek. It's kind of Greek, but in terms of the other, it's kind of Greek, isn't it? Check out the original gymnasium. You know what was going on down there. So I'm for the women feeling comfortable and being around us, and us lot all being in the same environment. Do you know what I mean? In terms of the other lot, the Transformers and that's you lot's friends, isn't it? So you lot have been, you know when someone said anyone got pets? This is you lot's pets, isn't it? Like you lot keep them around you. Nah, listen, you lot keep them around you. Yeah, of course we're gonna include them. For what reason I don't know. Then look, bitch, it backfired and bit you. You know what I mean? Yeah. What did you say about Marga Dog? Marga Dog, innit? So like, instead of you lot just fighting your own battles, you want to take on everyone else's battles, and then you come to see they ain't got your back. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that was a good lesson for Natalie B to learn, that these lot ain't got her back. Do you know what I mean? And she just needs to stay in her lane. You get me?
Bam, bam! I tell your hearts are going up.
Wow.
Hearts are going up.
Thank you, a very powerful Jedi that got his physique from prison being around being a man. So I don't get why you don't. I can get why you don't want to be a man anymore. But that's how you started off, bro. Like I was there, I saw the comment.
Prison with?
No, we're not going there. But
right, yeah.
I'm just saying you've been around, man.
You've been around you. I've been around you.
Anyway, my thing is, I'm an advocate for women having their own gym as well. They should have their own gym and leave us alone because it's very distracting. Yes, it's distracting, and you come in wearing certain things, and then you understand I can't work out properly now. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like a pervert because
You're dodging.
No, you got to find a way to look without looking. No, you get skills that you didn't even know that you had.
Couple mirrors. You watch that mirror up the next mirror. Yeah. So I know. I heard.
You think I'm not looking at you? I can tell you about 7 different poses in this thing. Within 30 seconds. I don't like that. It's good and bad. When they're there, I work extra hard. I give an extra rep. You know what I'm saying? I stay longer. But it is a distraction. So if they could go to their own gym and yeah, please. For my mental health. I'm going to gym to help my mental health, not to. You know the way that the things that they wear. Come on, like it's ridiculous.
Can I just add? Can I just add?
Okay. Get your hearts ready, please.
Can I just add that although I understand the sentiment of what she's trying to do, and I understand that it's important for women to have safe spaces for them to do, their workouts and feel comfortable, but I truly believe that balance is necessary. So it's not really about segregating us, it's about actually men being able to control themselves and women feeling safe regardless. Like look at us in here, there's women and there's men. Like it is what it is. It's just the way the world is. So we start separating each other, it becomes an issue that never needs to be an issue in the first place. So
yeah, so anyone that goes to the gym and that actually trains in the gym, that's been training for years, you do not pay attention to what women are doing in the gym. Like the types of men that start looking at, no, I mean serious, anyone that actually trains, that goes to the gym, you do not pay attention to any women that are in there. The types of men that are leeching the women and looking at them, the types of men that they don't train in the gym. Because once you start training, you don't actually see women. So I think the majority of women are safe training in the gym, but at the same time, if she wants to create a space where they can go to, I don't understand what the problem is. Like it's not that deep, but the real issue doesn't come from men. The real issue came from transgenders. That was where the issue. That's where the backlash came from. So
who are kind of men though, right? But they're men. Like they're transformers, right? Optimus Prime. That's what we're talking.
But why don't they just make their own gym? Like when it comes to sports, why don't they just have their own category?
So Autobot City, basically.
Yeah, but this is what Jedi was saying. At the end of the day, this is what it comes down to. Women, women, you need to protect your spaces. Men, we cannot do it for you. Wherever you see a transgender man or a gay man, there is a woman, a natural born woman that is standing next to him that is making him valid. Whenever you see these laws getting passed, there are women that are standing next to him. We cannot do it for you. Whenever we do it for you, they say, men, you're a women's business. What women need to do is you need to stand up for your spaces and claim it back. Because clearly you can see that men are telling you what it is to be a woman. You have men telling you what it is to be a woman. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, no, it's mad.
Okay. I'm surprised I don't see any hearts in the air. Okay. Hearts?
Yeah.
Alright. How are we going to work this? I'm going out. Alright. A couple latecomers try to slide in. We see you. We see you, latecomers. We see you. Hello. Hi, how you doing? I'm going to pass over the mic to you here.
Just adding on to what the panelists have said, I feel like there's pros and there's cons. In the sense that obviously there's women with religious reasons that need to be in spaces that are just for women. Also women, we understand what we go through, i.e. periods and stuff like that, yeah? So sometimes it could be embarrassing to have like an accident or something in the gym or whatnot. Other women will understand, as well as the fact that you feel safe as well as comfortable, and women are just in their own, their own world. On the other side now, you've got me personally. I like to be in the gym with men as well, because a lot of the time men will give a lot of advice on form, and other advice on no, but seriously,
That's fine.
they will give advice.
Yeah.
You heard that?
They will need advice, and at the end of the day, their intentions, that's their business, innit? At the end of the day, just don't pass your place. Don't pass your place, innit? That's it.
No, I fully hear it.
You can clap that. Thank you, Bandit. I don't know, before we move on really quickly, hearts, ladies, do you feel, okay, put your heart up if you go to the gym. Don't worry, I'm not about to PT you. Alright, give me 20 press-ups. Answer it now, quick. Do you feel comfortable? I heard that. Do you feel comfortable in the gym? Cool, I'll just choose the right gym. By the way, I train at Muscle Works. If any of you want to visit, it's fine with me. Alright? Muscle Works all good, so okay, come visit, come visit. Alright, I'm happy with that. Any other comments, or are we good? Okay, I'm good, I'm moving. Question 2, question for all. If a dad, oh here we go. Big up the dads there. If a dad sends the mother of his child child support money, and she spends some of it on her other child that is not his, is this wrong, yes or no?
No!
It's all Leesh, yeah. Hearts are ready.
Is it wrong, yes or no? Is it wrong? I think technically you can say it's wrong. Morally, no, it's not. Morally, it's not wrong.
Yes, please.
As a man, yeah, would you? I'm not a man in it. So, would you feel you're not gonna? Is it that deep that you're gonna feel mad that she shares the money? Like, oh wow. I mean, it's not that deep, like, because what about when that other child's dad gives money into the house and she shares it amongst all of them? You're gonna be okay with that. So why does it change when it's specifically your child? It should be normal. It's a household. They're one family. So, you know what I mean? Everyone's got to eat.
Yeah.
Why are you using the money that, no seriously, I find it interesting. Why are you using the money that I provide for my child for your other child? It doesn't make any sense. Why are you not asking for the baby father, the second baby father, to pay for that child?
Yeah, but he might be paying next week.
But hold on a second, if he's paying next week, why is that my responsibility? Why is my child gonna go without? Why are you entitled? No, I'm saying, why do you feel entitled to the money that I give for child support for that child to give to your other child?
When you got together with your child there.
Hold on a second, wait, it's not a household. That child support is not for your household. That is not alimony, that is not spousal support. That is child support, that is for that child. Why are you using the money that I provide for that child? Because your other baby daddy. No, because I'm.
Hold on. Leesh.
I just felt it felt slightly entitled, that you felt as if you was entitled for the money that baby father, who seems to be quite adequate at providing, and you seem to have another baby father who some would say is a deadbeat, and you feel that money that I provide should be for the other child. I just find it slightly entitled. That was all it was.
Yeah, surely it's not ideal for a woman to spend the money that's been allocated to one child with the rest. However, I'm sure when that man got involved with her, that child was already there. So you already knew the situation you was getting into. So I'm pretty sure when you was there laying up in the bed, getting the good, you was willing to spend the money on all the other kids and you didn't have no problem. But the minute you're at the house, it now becomes an issue. It's not entitlement. It's not. It's not ideal. So I started off by saying that. It's not ideal for her to share out the monies. Whether the other baby fathers are there or not is neither here or there, okay? You are there and you provide, so therefore, when you was there, the children were there.
Hold on.
Yeah, but
Sorry, Nadz, one second. I'm gonna read the question again, because I feel like all of a sudden this man's moved in and he's now like it's all got, the scenarios all got intertwined into some kind of episode or something. So I'm gonna read the question again.
Go for it.
If a dad sends the mother of his child her child support money and she spends some of it on her other child that is not his, is this wrong? Yes or no?
Yeah, but there's a grey area. That's what I'm saying.
You just made the grey area by saying, oh, when these young kids you were involved.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm going to assume that the other child was there, the other children were there prior to her being pregnant.
What if they weren't? And I'm going to assume as the host, I'm going to say that they weren't.
They weren't there.
That's what I'm going to assume. As the host.
Then morally it's wrong. It's wrong.
Thank you.
Okay? But it gets done, innit, at the end of the day. Okay?
That wasn't the question though.
Yeah, big up. Hey, Dizzle said, next question, can we start on this side? First and foremost, like obviously it does take a village to raise children, innit? And in modern day society, the village looks a little bit different, but everybody has to be able to like contribute. The money's gonna spread in one way or another. You can't have one child going without and one child's getting. That don't even make sense. And the baby mother's gonna get taken away for negligence or something like that. They're gonna take, and then your child will be affected. And I just feel like it should just run all the way around. So like, for instance, if I was to come into the house and like, you know, there's other children there and we share a child, and you know, I should get some of the child benefit or some of the money that the baby father says. If I'm low, like on a bad day, like you get me, if I'm low, you can just a little chip in and I'll pay it back. All jokes aside, it's in your child's best interest, yeah, for whatever can spread to spread and make sure everyone in the house is alright. Do you know what I mean? And I wouldn't be the type of man that would provide for my child and see another child in the house go hungry. Like that's mad. So I mean, so happy meal for my youth and give him some chips. You get me? You see it?
Wow. I've been paying child support for 11 years. But it's not big up because my kid lives with me. I got a yard in Rainbow. I'm a pussy. This is confession time, right? No, I swear to God, they just started paying me about a month ago. I just sent in birth certificate, passport, blood sample, everything. I swear, 11 years, and so I don't know. So basically, yeah, if there's kids in that, as a man, if you're gonna deal with a woman and she's got 5 kids, if you know in your heart that you don't want to deal with the 5 kids, don't deal with the woman, because it's a package deal. It's a package deal. Whether we like it or not, it's a package deal. So you can't buy one. Just do what I did. Just take care of you and make him live with you. So the rest of the people, them can live with us. I deal with mine, yeah? And I do like the women. My son's gone there for the weekend wedding. Just pack one set of clothes, son. And your mother can put on the clothes. I'll come back and then set clothes we have on. I get that, ladies. I get that. Because my big mother used to do that to me. I never used to get it. But now, I get it. Don't try to floss my things.
Okay. Audience.
Wait, hold on, before you throw it out there, can we actually start normalising emotionally mature and intelligent men?
No.
Because
can we just move on? I hate the term normalise. Can we normalise?
We need to normalise it because Chai, you're my bro and everything, but the mentality you're coming with, it's not mature, bro. It's not mature.
Interesting. So, wait, hold on a second, yeah. So, wait, hold on. It's interesting that you say that it's not emotionally intelligent, or you're not emotionally ready, or you're not emotionally secure, because you don't want your hard-earned money that you've earned for, that you're going towards your child for the other children. That is just purely come to the fact that a man has worked hard and that's not his child. The fact that you are expecting and you're not understanding that money, like you're not understanding what it is to pay for child support, and you automatically just say, just because I've got 5 kids, I should pay for all of them. What you're saying to men is, you're not selling it well. You're not making it well for men to date single mothers, because you're saying, if I have 4 other kids, and I have a child with you, automatically, if we split up, my child support is going to go to pay for those children. And if I have a problem with that, that makes me a bad man. No, that's wrong.
No, first of all, he didn't mention expectations.
Oh, gosh.
He didn't mention expectations. What happens, it's not entitlement. It's not entitlement.
Right.
What happens is, one way or the other, the money is going to get spent on the children. Whether that goes on gas, electric, food shopping, the kidney has to eat. So at the end of the day, it makes it immature if a man says, nah, fuck them other ones, old type my you. That's mad.
Do you know what's immature? Picking a waste man baby daddy that can provide and expecting me that's providing to put another child. What's immature? Feasibility. What's immature? I'm tired of what you're expecting. You're entitled. You didn't pick a good man.
Holy shit! Welcome to the Banquet of 2025!
It's not entitlement, it's logic and common sense, darling. It's logic and common sense. If you lived in a house and you was the man that looked after your children, and I paid you child support and I paid you money, I wouldn't expect you to just feed my one pig. That's wild.
Chyna, move your ass, Maria. Aisha, hello. Anita, Loren. Hello. I'm gonna let you. I'm here.
First of all, it's very crazy for you to think that you're the good man in this situation. Let's take that out. You're not the good man in the situation. If you think you're not the waste man in the situation, that's wild. Second of all, if you feel so strongly about the 10% that you're contributing, take your child 100%. Take your child. First of all, there's only one other child in the situation. How many fucking bank accounts is one person supposed to have to raise the household? Fifth, you're just so like you're so red pill in your answer.
Oh no! Buzzwords, red pill.
Yeah, we're doing buzzwords.
What is red pill? What is red pill?
Logic versus
What is red pill?
Logic versus
What is red pill?
You're doing your.
You use the word. What is red pill?
You're doing that.
What is red pill? Hold on a second. What is red pill?
Red pill is when, as a man, you use your misogyny to.
Misogyny?
Yeah.
What is misogyny? Okay, what is, wait, hold on, no, you just said misogyny, wait a minute, wait, hold on, wait, stop, you're using words, we have to, what is misogyny?
You don't respect women.
What is misogyny?
But you don't, on top of that,
what is misogyny? Ask you a simple question.
You don't respect women. That's what misogyny is.
That's not misogyny.
On top of that, you don't respect the woman that you've already laid with. And then on top of that, you don't respect the woman that you've laid with and had a child for you.
I've never done that.
You've left the woman for some reason. In this situation.
Hypothetically scenario.
Yeah, hypothetically example, can you put in 4 other kids that weren't in that scenario? So in this scenario, there's one other child. Somehow you've split up, you've left the household, whatever. She still has to feed those kids. Now, like I said in my first point, if you feel so strongly about the 10% of your paycheck that's going towards
You
your
automatically presume it's 10%. No one said 10%.
whatever it is, whatever, I'm married, I'm with my man, so I don't know what that thing is.
I know, but you just made, but you're making numbers up. It could be a lot more than 10%.
It could be a lot more than 10%.
Yeah.
It could be. It could be. You tell me how much you pay for your children.
But I don't have any baby moms. I don't have any baby moms, so I don't know. So back to misogyny. Wait. Listen, you called me something, and I wanted to pull you up on it, yeah? Yeah, you used the word, and I asked you what the word is. You clearly did not know what the word was. Wait, stop it. You clearly did not know what the word was. You went on to Google and to say something. You're using buzzwords and salad, and you're throwing it around. I find it very problematic that women are going to use words and call men and use them in context, and they don't even understand what it is. Misogyny is a hate and disdain for women. Do you know what that is? Do you know how much women in here work with me and know me that could vouch for me to say that I hate women? You have no idea, so I am going to pull you up for it. It's disgusting. Do not use words you don't understand.
Okay.
So that is Chyna loves women. He just has his point of view that may not be for everyone's taste, and that's okay.
Can I tell you something? You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. There seems to be a common denominator here, yeah? Like, I'm going to be honest with you. There seems to be a type of women, they always look the same. The type of women that don't like me, innit? And I'll be real, like, pretty women like me. Pretty women love me. There seems to be a type of women that have an issue with me. I have no problem. Pretty women love me.
The debate corner.